I've never been very good at welding, but I'm a little bit annoyed at myself because I think I've actually gotten worse over time just because I haven't welded that much and I never really practiced too much. So I think it's time we finally practice. Now we got this plate, and I believe I'll be doing what's called a pad of beads. Basically I'll just keep putting metal down, and basically I want to fill up this entire area from this to here. And I use this for like a little stepping stone, so this, I won't touch this side, and it won't matter what I do on here because it'll just go back down on the ground. This is a railroad plate, by the way, used for holding a train rail. I watched a couple of Chucky 2009 videos just to get back up to date, just to make sure I was doing everything right. And I recommend checking out Chucky 2009 because his videos on welding are just some of the best. And it's really nice to go watch a couple of his videos before welding because he really condenses a lot of knowledge down into like 10 minutes of video. I don't think I should start putting a lot of effort in my welds because a lot of the things that I weld are very low quality, just a bunch of crap. So, you know, like, it wouldn't be that good, but it's still good to know how to weld really nicely in case I ever come to a point where I need to actually make a nice weld or something that'll last a long time. So I really need to work on like my rate of travel. That's one thing I really need to work on. And I think I can go across here like so, and that might actually be pretty easy. Let's see, I'll try different things. So I have a big old box of E611 or E6011 rods, so I'm not really sure about that. I'm not too knowledgeable on like the metallurgy of it, but I mean, hey, I got a big box of these, so might as well use them. Oh yeah, it looks like it's 40 to 85 amps. So I think we're going to go to 60 amps. Just kind of in the middle, you know. I need to work on my feed rate, my travel rate, and I need to work on my angle of the rod, I think. So it's all kind of messy, but maybe that's how it's, maybe that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm not sure. There isn't that much in this area. It's pretty good, I think. But, well, so right here, so those first two ones, I started with lower power. And then on this third one right here, I switched to higher power. You can see that this part is higher power. Actually, it looks like it. Might be wrong, but that's what I seem to remember. And then this last row, so all these rows I did with like holding my arms to the table, so it's a little more controlled. But I kept having issues to where, like, maybe I'm holding my arm wrong or something, because my other hand, the elbow digging into the table makes my hand go numb, and it has like a sharp pain go my arm. So that's no good. This last weld was done just freehand, or what the term is, where I'm just standing away and just pointing my hand towards it, and I don't see much of a difference, honestly. I need to work on making that thicker, I think. Or maybe that is okay. It's hard to tell. Looks like I'm getting, on average, about halfway across the plate per welding rod. So that's kind of neat. I'm going to keep doing this, and it looks like I can actually go over this 3 whole times before I fill in this area. So that'll be kind of interesting. So this isn't as bad as I thought it would be, so that's cool. But I mean, I'm a terrible judge. There might be bad welds I'm doing, but I'd really like for them to look nice and smooth. But maybe with an old 1930s welder, that's just not possible, you know. I'm really happy with that. So it looks like I was able to get these past like 6 rows actually pretty uniform, at least compared to my early attempts. I'm actually pretty happy with how that turned out. There's a good amount of improvement since the beginning. So I bet if I fill this entire plate, which actually this plate is pretty much half filled, it's like a triangle almost. If I finish this up and do the rest of it, I bet I'll improve a little bit more too. I would like your guys' opinion on how these are and how to maybe fix them a little bit more. But I found that holding my arm in a certain way to where it's easier to slide the electrode holding hand over the support hand is, well, it seemed to do a pretty good job and actually make this pretty straight too. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now, this thing isn't as good as my MIG, so I'm going to go get my MIG welder, and we can practice with that. And I figure we can fill up yet another entire plate with just beads from the MIG welder. It might be interesting to get a TIG welder sometime, but right now I got more than enough on my plate. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of just started new right here because I realized this was all getting kind of bunched up and weird, so I just made another clean line. And this one right here is whenever I first started doing holding it with my other hand. This was all done with just my hand extended and not like braced by the other hand of the table or anything. And these where I was using my left hand as a support. So that's pretty cool. I think that's good enough for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya!